You're watching Starros Entertainment.tv.
Hi, this is Tyrone Tan with StarWarsEntertainment.tv, and we're here at Real Life Church in Valencia, California for the live taping of Beyond AD. So check us out here as we interview a lot of the celebrities and the guests here that attend the live taping of Beyond AD on StarWarsEntertainment.tv. Hi, this is Tyrone Tan with StarWarsEntertainment.tv, and we're here with
KIRK Cameron.
Now, Kirk, what brings you out here to this wonderful event?
Well, as you can see here, this is AD, the television program, and it's the follow-up program where we get to discuss the episode, and it's called Beyond AD. And so I'm here with a friend of mine named James McDonald and one of the cast members from AD, and we're going to talk about episode number 5 where Stephen gets stoned, and a few other episodes that you see both in the Bible and then some things that happen that have been created by the writers outside of the book of Acts. So it's going to be a fun discussion tonight.
In this show, obviously it's hugely popular and also a follow-up to the Bible series. What was it about this series particularly that drew you to want to be involved with, getting to speak about it, etc.?
Well, as a Christian, I think I speak for a lot of people that say, wow, that's awesome that the Bible is being portrayed on national television in an episodic format like this, and what we really want to do is talk about it. I want to talk about what I thought of Stephen standing up to the religious council, or what I thought about so-and-so doing this or doing that, and what's your understanding of that, and why does that matter? And this is a chance for the whole country to engage in that conversation.
This is also, it's inspiring for a lot of people, and this show has been about inspiring others. What or who in your life inspired you to become an actor?
What inspired me to become an actor? I was never inspired to become an actor. It's something I fell into when I was about 10 years old. My mom had a friend whose son was an actor on an old show called 8 is Enough. I don't know if you even remember that show. Oh,
Adam Rich? Yeah, Adam Rich. Good eve. And
so Adam and I were kids living in the same apartment building, and our parents were friends. And so one mom said to another mom, you ought to give this a try with your kids. And so my mom and dad did. And I started working on commercials and TV shows. And eventually, I turned into Mike Seaver. And now I'm raising a Mike Seaver.
And that's awesome because you transition from not just an actor into a Christian, which we share the same faith, and it's so awesome to see other people out there in the community utilizing the gifts and talents that God's given us, and to be able to spread the word in an artistic manner. Is that something that you always feel so strongly and passionate about all the time now that because it's weird being in the industry, and I could relate where now you almost have a different burden because now you're doing this for God,
I know just what you're saying. It's kind of like when you see your English teacher from school in the grocery store and you say, Mrs. Lehman, what are you doing here? You just seem like you don't belong in this spot. And when we see a person who's committed to the Lord Jesus in the middle of the entertainment industry, we want to shout and cheer and go, wow, this is awesome. Where are there more of you? And so to see Beyond AD, to see movies like The Passion of the Christ, to see these kinds of stories brought to the big screens gets us all really excited. And being able to be a part of these kinds of things as an actor or as a producer or a writer or director or whatever a person might be is an exciting way to express your creativity with the gifts God's given you in a way that's actually advancing something you think is important.
And how do you utilize something like this, like an event kind of film? How do you utilize this when someone's not a non-believer? What do you say, hey, how could you convince somebody? Because I trouble that all the time and struggle with saying you should check this out. It's not a Christian film. It's more it's a positive impact type of film. And what kind of advice can you give to someone that is struggling to share a message of Christ on a film or project? Because there's a lot that struggle with that, and and you don't want to hit them over the head with it. At the same time, you want to be tactful with it. And how have you learned through your growth as a Christian to be able to utilize that in that tactful manner to audiences?
Yeah, I know just what you're saying. I think what makes people uncomfortable about sharing their faith is they're afraid something's going to look like a bait and switch. Hey, watch this movie, but really, I'm here to talk to you about becoming a Christian. And I don't think we need to do that. I think what we can say is, hey, watch this. It's awesome. It's all about the best-selling book of all of history and what happened in the book of Acts. And the characters are amazing, and it's true. It's history. Tell me what you think. And that can lead into great conversations. So I think people just need to not be afraid and say, hey, let's watch this, and then if you want to watch Gladiator after that, let's talk about Gladiator in the Roman Empire and talk about history and politics and religion and all the things that every movie deals with.
And I want to commend you because you've been such an inspiration, not just to the Christian community, but even to myself. And I kind of inspire that because you were one of those. What I mean by those in the faith community that allowed me to step up in faith. I don't know if you know it, or do people come up to you saying that you've inspired them?
Well, I think anytime we see somebody who is in a bit of a pressure cooker or a fishbowl, do something or say something or act in a way that inspires others to look inside, discover what their personal convictions are and live them out, we get excited about it. I get excited about that. James McDonald is here tonight. He's one of my heroes. He's one of the guys that has said words that still ring in my ears today that help me be a better father and a better husband and a better Christian. So if I've been able to contribute in some way to someone's faith being stronger, that's a great gift to me.
And we'll leave off with this note. This show is ultimately about inspiring others, and you've been an inspiration. We want to inspire those. What inspirational messages can you give to someone out there that maybe wants to do what you do, become an actor, or or evangelist, or just someone to inspire others, or just to follow their dreams in general?
Wow. Well, I'm hoping this interview is in and of itself encouraging and motivating. But I would say that many people I meet who want to be in the entertainment industry as someone who cares about the message of Christ going forward, often get confused about what does God want me to do? How does He want me to do it? And the formula is pretty straightforward. Worship God first. Don't worry about all of the casting calls and all of the jobs and this and that and the other. If you're not doing it with integrity before God, then ultimately that's not going to be advancing the cause of righteousness and truth and mercy and love and grace. So worship God. Have a true heart of faith. That's number one, first in order. Second is to love and serve your family. Your wife, your husband, your kids. That's top priority over and above your job. And then thirdly, take the gifts and talents God's given you and give your whole heart into the vocation He's called you to. So worship God, take care of your family, get those things first, then give your whole self to the job that God's given you to do. And you're faithful there, then God will give you more, and you are demonstrating if you're faithful in the little things, you'll be faithful in the next bigger thing.
So we want everyone to check out Beyond AD. Any other projects, any websites or anything like that? You got an audience right here.
Great. No, I'm excited for people to watch AD, to start the conversations. Excited for people to hear this conversation.
Well, thank you so much, Kirk. Again, this is Tyrone Tan with the one and only
KIRK Cameron.
And you're watching StarWarsEntertainment.tv. So check out more episodes as we interview a lot more guests here that attend the live taping of Beyond AD on StarWarsEntertainment.tv.